Righto guys, so we did a fair bit of photogrammetry work, and what we thought would be a fun idea would be to photogrammetry ourselves in and have little 3D prints of ourselves. So what I thought I'd do for the last two is just to give a quick rundown on what we had to sort of do to get ourselves cleaned up. So first of all, we had to we have this kind of entirely massive mesh, and I think what it is just 1, 2, 3D Catch making up the rest of the room. So what we want to do is rotate ourselves probably about 90 degrees. We can do that. We just go 90. Z-axis. So the reason I'm doing it down there is because I don't have very good control with the mouse at the moment. So something like that. We've got it. So you can see our mesh here, our Darcy mesh here, and the rest of it we want to get rid of. So we can take that selection tool, and if it wants to let me do it, we can do this. We want to select, and we might have to jump over here into editable mesh, and we can select that one, and there's a little tool up here, Control I or select inverse, and we can hit delete. We can get rid of it. So we can keep on just getting rid of all of these kind of surfaces until we're kind of happy with what we have left. I find it easier to work from the top, and then you can manipulate it around however you want to do it. So that would be the first step. Now I might just make this go bigger again. Pan it across. So the next step would have been to so we had problems with his helmet here, and as you can see, it's a little bit indented. So the way that we got around that is that we think we converted him into soft selection. So we want to get the vertices. That's the first thing we want to do. And what we use is a soft selection. And we turn it into an editable poly first, and then we use soft selection. And paint it on. So the brush at the moment is really big, so let's go 5. Maybe see how that goes. It's still really, really big. Let's make it 2. And we'll try painting it on again. Just this bit. And now what we want to do, the two commands we're going to use are, sorry, not that one, is the pull and the relax. They're the two things that we want to do to if I can find it, we'll make this a little bit bigger. Vertices. Paint deformation, there's the one. And we're going to push pull. It's a bit too strong, let's just undo him a little bit. Push pull value, let's drop it down to 1 maybe. Please, still a bit strong, maybe less. 0.5. Ooh, still a bit too strong. So we just pull it out. And we combine this with a it's a bit McGee actually. Let's just do it a little bit more. Yeah, it's a bit better. We can actually do the same back up here as well. Probably actually do that a little bit much size. It's a bit smaller. Just want to get in there. And we don't want to edit geometry, we want to paint deformation, we want to pull that out. And obviously where the more red is, the more effect the pull has on it. So we pull it out over here, pull it out over here. Yep, slowly catching up. There we go. And now it's alright if we go over just a fraction, because what we will end up doing is the next stage, which is the relax step, where we sort of just relax it all out again, where the overstretched vertices and lines and mesh edges slowly start to fall back into place a little bit, and it starts to just even out that overly pulled area, so we can slowly work this mesh back into something which looks a little bit better. So when we go to 3D print it, it's not going to have a big hole in his head. So let's just have a quick look. I know on the other side we haven't. We can try and do that one, I guess. Let's just have a pan over. Selections, paint some selections over here. It's over here, wasn't it? And let's just quickly relax him. So there we go. And now, I mean, it's not perfect, but I mean, the more working you do of it, this there could be more relaxed, and just have to smooth it out a little bit. Now, obviously, the more time you spend with it, the better it will be. But already he doesn't have like a massive hole in his head anymore, although there's a big void where his brain should be. But other than that, it's in the 3D mesh, it's pretty good. So yeah, I hope that was helpful in sorting out or working out how to manipulate a mesh when you get it back from the photogrammetry website or 123D Capture. So cool, thanks for listening.